Module 1 opens up with a story. A woman who did everything right. She was genuinely careful with all her digital accounts, and she still nearly lost 4,000 euros from her bank account because of a breach at a website she'd used 3 years earlier. This module is all about understanding why that happens, what digital assets actually are, why they have value to people you've never met, and why the most common reason people give for not taking cybersecurity seriously, the "I have nothing to hide," fundamentally misunderstands how attack works. This is where the course really begins. A woman receives a phone call from her bank's fraud department. Someone had just tried to transfer 4,200 euros from her account. The bank had blocked it this time. She had not clicked any suspicious links. She had not given her password to anyone. She had not even visited her bank's website recently. So what happened? 3 years earlier, a retail website she had shopped on once had been breached. Her email address and password were stolen. She had used the same password on her bank account. The attackers had simply tried her leaked credentials on hundreds of banking websites until one worked. An automated program. About 4 seconds. She considered herself careful with technology. She was right. She was more careful than most people, and it still nearly happened to her. This module is about understanding why. Not to make you anxious, but to show you exactly what your digital life looks like from an attacker's perspective, and why that perspective is very different from your own. An asset is anything that has value. A car, a house, your savings. In the digital world, the things that have value are less visible, but they are just as real. A digital asset is any account, piece of information, or device that has value to you or to someone else. Here is the important part. The value does not have to be obvious to you for it to be real. Every account you have, email, social media, banking, shopping, health, streaming, work, is a digital asset. Each one is a door. Behind that door sits information, purchasing power, or access to other systems. Your email account is almost certainly your most valuable digital asset, even though it may not feel like it. Here is why. Most other accounts use your email address as a backup. If an attacker controls your inbox, they can use "forgot my password" to reset your banking app, your PayPal, your work systems, your cloud storage, everything that sends a reset link to your email. Your inbox is the master key. Protect it first, protect it most. Your name, your date of birth, your address, your financial details, your health records, your messages, photos, location history. Much of this feels mundane. It is not. Individually, each piece seems harmless. Together, they build a profile that can be used to impersonate you, steal from you, or manipulate you. Data has a market. That market is active and well organized. Full name and date of birth, enough to open a bank account or a phone contract in your name. Sells for 5 to 40 euros. Email address and password, direct access to your inbox, and every service that password reset goes to. 10 to 80 euros. Credit card details, used for fraudulent purchases before you notice. 10 to 20 euros per card. Online banking credentials, direct access to transfer money. 40 to 200 euros or more. Medical records, used for insurance fraud, blackmail, or identity theft. 50 to 250 euros. These are not theoretical prices. Security researchers regularly infiltrate dark web marketplaces to document what stolen data sells for. Your data is a commodity. It has a price. And somewhere there is a market for it. Your phone, laptop, and home router are digital assets too, not because of what they cost, but because of what they can do when compromised. A hacked phone can monitor your calls, read your messages, track your location, and access every app you have open. A compromised laptop can be used to attack other systems, mine cryptocurrency, or act as a relay point in criminal operations, often without slowing down noticeably. You might be paying for someone else's crime without knowing it. The word for a device being used this way is a bot, part of a botnet. Millions of ordinary home computers and phones are quietly enrolled in criminal operations right now without their owners having any idea. This is why device security, which we cover in part 3, is not optional. I have nothing to hide. This is the most common reason people give for not taking security seriously. It feels rational. It is not. The nothing to hide argument rests on a false assumption that attackers are interested in your secrets. Most are not. They are interested in what your data, accounts, and devices can do for them. Your email account is valuable not because of your messages, but because it resets passwords for everything else you own. Your social media account is valuable not because of what you post, but because your contacts trust you. A compromised account sends convincing scam messages to people who will click them because they think it is from you. Your device is valuable not because of your files, but because it has processing power, a network connection, and stored credentials. Your identity is valuable not because of who you are, but because a criminal can use it to open credit cards, take out loans, or commit fraud that lands at your door. And even if none of that feels relevant to you personally, think about the people around you. Your contacts, colleagues, and family are connected to you digitally. When your account is compromised, you become a pathway to them. Security is not just personal, it is communal. When you protect your accounts, you also protect everyone who trusts you. The story that opened this module might have given the impression that someone specifically targeted that woman. They did not. That is the point. The overwhelming majority of attacks on individuals are not targeted. They are automated and opportunistic. No human being sat down and decided to go after her specifically. An automated program worked through a list of leaked credentials and tried each one against a list of banking websites. The process required no human attention until something worked. When a large company suffers a data breach, the stolen data, millions of usernames and passwords, is quickly sold on criminal marketplaces. Within days, automated tools are testing those credentials against hundreds of popular websites. This is called credential stuffing. It succeeds not because the attackers are skilled, but because people reuse passwords, and because the tools are fast. In a single day, a credential stuffing campaign can test millions of username and password combinations across thousands of websites. The success rate does not need to be high. Even a 0.1% success rate on 10 million leaked credentials means 10,000 compromised accounts. You are not targeted, you are found. And what makes you findable is being unprotected. Every action you take online leaves a trace. The technical term is digital footprint, but digital breadcrumbs is more honest. Each individual crumb is tiny and harmless, but the trail they form together is a detailed map of who you are. Your search history reveals your interests, concerns, health worries, financial situation, and location patterns. Your social media reveals your employer, your friends, your family, your daily routine, your pet's name, which is often used as a password or security question answer, your mother's maiden name, where you went to school. Your shopping behavior reveals your address, your payment methods, what you buy, and when you travel, because you order things to be delivered while you are away. Your apps reveal your location, your sleep patterns, your exercise routes, your food preferences, your financial habits. Individually, these feel trivial. Combined by a data broker or by an attacker who has bought a profile, they give an extraordinary amount of leverage. Social engineering attacks become far more convincing when the attacker already knows your name, your employer, your manager's name, and the fact that you booked a holiday last week. This is not paranoia. This is how the information economy actually works. Here are 3 things you can do right now before you move on to Module 2. First, search your email address at haveibeenpwned.com. It is a free, legitimate service that tells you if your details have appeared in a known data breach. If they have, change the password on that account and on any other account that uses the same password. Start with your email. Second, open your most used apps and check what permissions they have. Does your Notes app need access to your location? Does a game need access to your contacts? If a permission does not make sense for what the app does, remove it. Third, think about what password reset emails would go to your main email address. Those are the accounts an attacker could access if they got into your inbox. Make a mental note of which ones matter most. Those are your priority accounts for the next module. These 3 things take about 10 minutes. They are not theoretical security hygiene. They are the 3 highest return actions available to you right now. Alright, before we move on, here are the 3 things from this module I want you to hold on to. Number 1, your digital assets, all your accounts, devices, data, have real value to people you have never met. Value creates targeting. Number 2, the I have nothing to hide argument misunderstands the threat. You have assets. Criminals want assets. And number 3, understanding what you own digitally is the first step to protecting it. Now, before we move on, there is one question. You receive an email telling you that your username and password were exposed in a data breach at a site you used years ago. You don't think the account really matters. What is the most important first action? The correct answer is of course B. The danger is not the account itself. It is credential stuffing. Attackers try stolen passwords on every major service. If you reuse that passwords on your email or banking, those accounts are now at risk too. Change it anywhere it was used, starting with your email. Next up is Module 2, the CIA Triad. See you there.